Stephen, was the plan in place in your head where you were like, this is how I'm going to close this my chapter of House LLC?
Uh, yeah, and that's the thing. I don't think I ever looked at it as closing the chapter. I never thought of it as like a finale in terms of like where everything's going to be answered. I looked at this as just the next film, and I called it the last film because it is going to be the last film that I'm making, and whether or not it's, if it ever gets revived, I don't know that answer, but I never meant it to be perceived as a finale in a way where like the whole Abaddon story is going to be tied up in this very final chapter. It is, for me, it was always just the next chapter that's being told. And yeah, and that's why it does have an open-ended storyline. Some more mysteries are opened up just because I think there is more to tell in this. It's just, I can't make these movies anymore. So that's why I was just like, this is going to be my last entry into it. Not necessarily closing entry where everything gets closed, the storyline, where there's nothing else to come after that. I never intended to wrap up things. And I've made that clear, and I think a lot of people might have been surprised by that because they were a little shocked that something that was supposed to be final had such a cliffhanger, had such an open-ended storyline to end it. But I also think that that's also, for me, I think that's fun in a way because it's kind of open to interpretation, and where, if whatever comes next, if nothing comes next, it's kind of like you can draw some conclusions based on what you've seen from the previous films, and make it makes and draw your own conclusions about what the ending scenes, what they meant, and everything like that. But I never intended it to be like this is it, we're wrapping it up here.